Hey sketchy friends, welcome back to the Urban Sketching at Home 7-day challenge. So this is day 6. So today I'm going to be sketching people, namely Duncan, because he is here and available and working. So and also listening to a bit of a Rush. He didn't know that I was filming him right there, so I'm not sure how I feel about me keeping that bit in the video, but I'm sure he won't mind. So yeah, he's recently rediscovered Rush, so he's singing along. It was quite fun listening to Rush and sketching him whilst he was working. Yeah, I don't do much people sketching, but it's definitely something that I really want to get into, and it's kind of I haven't sort of formally set this as like anything, but like personally in my mind, like I really want 2021 to be like the year of people sketching, you know. So I really want to get much better at it. So for some reason I thought I'd just go in straight with watercolor on this first sketch, and I think when I am sketching a full figure like this, I actually think it really is much easier to just go straight in with watercolor and block in the shapes. I did a sketch a little while ago of a man just sitting on a chair, and it did seem a hell of a lot easier just to block in the shapes like this and then just draw over the top. And yeah, I found this to be true again of this sketch. So I'm not sure about whether it'd be easier doing just a face this way, because I haven't actually tried that yet, but definitely capturing the right position, body posture, you know, I've found that this is like a really good approach. So yeah, give it a go and see what you think. So I ended up drawing the chair he was sitting on like over the top of him, and I knew this was kind of going to be okay because I knew that chair was going to be really dark, much darker than his shirt and his shorts and stuff. So yeah, I kind of had that idea of doing that from the start, really. And again, yeah, I think it kind of worked out quite well. So I'm just trying to like get in a few details here. I'm not going too crazy. I'm just kind of like getting a few folds of the clothes in, and just his flip-flop and like some glasses and stuff and a bit of the hair, like not going too crazy at all with the details. And even though it doesn't, like, you know, you wouldn't be able to really tell like who this is as such, like I feel that I definitely captured the pose that he was that he had at the time. You know, he was obviously kept moving, but at the time that I blocked him in like that, he did have his elbow kind of resting on the desk, kind of thing. So I was actually really happy with this, and it starting this way kind of made me feel a bit more confident about the rest of the sketches I was intending to do on this spread. So yeah, you can see I'm just going in much darker on the chair, and how much more life that brings to the sketch when you just go super dark where you need to, kind of thing. And I mean, in real life, his t-shirt is black, and he was sitting on a black chair, but I just decided to keep the t-shirt a bit lighter, and just kind of put the depth, or yeah, the darks into the chair, because to me that was kind of where the darkest darks were, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I was quite encouraged by that first sketch. I was like, okay, cool. Let's see what we're gonna do next. So I got the pencil out for this one, and decided to do a bit more of a close-up of his head. So he's still sort of looking towards his computer. I'm sort of slightly behind and to his left, really. So this was kind of, you know, the perspective I had on him. And yeah, so I thought I'd go in with pencil, and then again go in and just add more details with the pen. And I was also quite happy with this as well. I'm really not one for being able to draw faces so well, or people in general. It's just not something I've really worked on. But I feel like if I did work on it, then obviously I'd get somewhere. So again, my unofficial goal of 2021 is to become better at people sketching. So I'm obviously, I've got slightly, slightly easier angles that I'm working on. That was a bit deliberate. I mean, obviously I couldn't get in front of him in the office. He's sitting towards the wall, so this is the only perspective I had, but I thought it would be a nice warm in just to kind of do from the back of the head or the side of the head. So there's not too many facial features to worry about. And actually he's got like quite distinctive hair where he's got like mostly an undercut and then like some longer bits on top. So it helps also that he has beard and that he has glasses. So it kind of helps that he's got these distinguishing items on his face that kind of help me anchor, certain elements. So here I moved like directly behind him, like right at the back of his head, and I was like, right, I'm going to be brave, I'm going to go straight in with pen, and immediately regretted it because I was like, this just does not look right at all. But I stuck with it, and I thought, I'll carry on and see what I can do. Generally, there's usually a way to try to rescue these kinds of things, So I carried on with it. Tried to reshape the ears and stuff. And again, he's got this like quite distinctive hair, which helps quite a lot to get things looking reasonable. And then I decided I would paint this one because I thought that might help distinguish what was going on. With the last one I did, I sort of kept it there just as pen drawing, and I was like, I might paint it, I might not, and I just sort of kept it, and I was like, no, do you know what? I'm just gonna keep it a line drawing because I think also it's quite nice on a spread like this to have a bit of variation, and I just quite liked it as it was, so I didn't want to mess with it. But this one of the back of the head, I felt like it needed some colour to help understand what was going on. So again, I'm just going in with some darker colours. I painted them a bit orange there, but I think it dries, the paint dries a bit lighter, so actually it didn't turn out too bad. And again, just getting the back of the chair there super dark to tell that it's a chair. And I painted his t-shirt a bit more of a bluer colour just to try and get a bit of separation between the t-shirt and the chair. So yeah, so I thought that one actually came out okay. I did rescue it. It was fine. I called it a day there in the office because I kind of felt like I'd got enough of the angles that were available to me. But then later on he moved. It's like tracking the cat. He moved and he was sat in the dining room playing a game of tennis, his favourite video game at the moment, on his phone. So I was like, okay, you're playing tennis, you're not going to move anytime soon. So I was like, right, I'm back, I'm going to sketch you again. So I was trying to get him, obviously he's sat at the table and he's looking like down directly at his phone. So I don't feel I quite got the right angle on this. And this pencil drawing, I was like, oh my God, I've made you look so old. It's like, I'm so sorry. And when I was sketching him, I was like, please do not take any offense at these sketches. Like, this is just, this is me practicing, this is not how I necessarily see you. It's just my bad drawing. So I was like, please don't take it personally. So, if you're sketching one of your family members or your partner or whatever, just be like, don't take it personally. Like, I'm just trying to learn how to sketch here, okay? So hopefully they'll have a good sense of humour about it. But also, as I said in my email series, which, guys, if you want to join up to and get the prompts to your inbox daily, then just head over to urbansketchingworld.com and join my newsletter. But in the email series there, like I said, you don't necessarily have to let the person know that you're drawing them. Obviously, I am in a different situation here where I'm filming while sketching, so it's like quite obvious what I'm up to. But I also, Duncan doesn't care, so he was like, "You do what you want, just whatever." So, but if you want another good practice is to actually try and sketch someone in your family without them really necessarily knowing what you're up to. You could be drawing anything, and if they're watching TV or whatever, they're probably not really that you know, concentrating on what you're doing. And it could be really good practice for like when you go and sketch people at cafes or sketch people in public anywhere, to be honest, is trying to sketch people without them necessarily knowing that you're sketching them. So I think that could be quite fun to do secret sketching. But yeah, I mean, hopefully whoever you're sketching, if they do say it, they don't take it too seriously. You know, it's just a bit of fun, just trying to sketch. And also, you know, the idea here is more about telling the story and, you know, rather than capturing a likeness like a kind of portrait or something. That is not the idea, you know. I just was trying to capture Duncan in different positions. It's like, oh, okay, here he's working, and you know, here he's singing to Rush, and here he's playing a video game on his phone, you know. And I actually, you'll see me do it in a minute, but I actually go around and like make notes on each of the poses or each of the sketches, like what he was up to, you know. And it's more like just telling a story. So it's not supposed to be like a portrait, beautiful portrait that you're going to hang on the wall. It's just, you know, memories. So yeah, I'm pretty much done with this spread. I'm adding the date. I am intending on painting that face on the right. It's just that I want the the ink to dry before I go back near it. So I'm just writing the date and day 6 of the Urban Sketching at Home Challenge. And then, yeah, just adding some little notes around each sketch just to remind me of what was going on at the time, you know. So I haven't done too much of this before, but you know, I really loved this. And this was one of out of all of the challenges so far, this was the one I enjoyed the most, which I am shocked at because I thought it was going to be the hardest one. But I just had like so much fun doing it. Maybe it was because I was like kind of hanging out with Duncan and we were laughing, and you know, and maybe that was part of it as well. It was more of an interactive experience. But yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed it, and I really like how this spread came out. And again, I'm going to look back on this in years to come and be like, oh yeah, do you remember that day we hung out and I just sketched you playing video games? So yeah, I hope you guys can give this a go. Most people hopefully live with someone. There's Duncan playing video games on his phone. And you have someone around that you can try this out on. If not, if the worst comes to worst, you can always do it to you can always sketch people off the TV. I know a lot of sketchers do that, like No Shoe Rainer, big YouTuber. He sketches people off the telly. So you know, that's another standby option anyway. So guys, just quickly, please do visit urbansketchingworld.com. There are loads of articles over there, and I'm sure you'll find at least some of them interesting. Give you some ideas for new things to try, new supplies to try out, exercises to try, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, please do go and check it out. If you're interested, no pressure, but if you're interested, I do have some prints for sale. I have an Etsy store called Looking Out to Sea, and it's got a load of my illustrations from around the world there that you can buy as prints. So yeah, if you feel like it, go and check that out over on Etsy. The prices there are in South African Rand, but it's only because that's where I am right now. They'll show you the prices wherever you're based. And I am offering free delivery to the UK and now also the US as well. But the prices for the rest of the world are fairly reasonable. It's just delivery does take a long time. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. The delivery is quite long at the moment, but I'm talking in January 2021. Hopefully, if you're watching this in the future, delivery times would have sorted themselves out. COVID would have gone away and life would be rosy. But yeah, let's see what happens. And then very final thing, I do have an ebook available. It's called Sketchy Adventures Around the World. It's got 130 of my ink and watercolour illustrations from the last 3 years of my travels, 2017 to 2020, covering countries like Iran, Ethiopia, Mexico, South Africa, Australia, UK, Germany, all that kind of stuff. about 15 different countries, I think. So if you like my stuff, if you like my drawings, I think you'll really enjoy this book. It's a 60-page PDF that you can download instantly. Just check out the description below, and 20% of the proceeds of each book go to the awesome charity Cool Earth. So yeah, all the information is in the description below. Do check it out. I hope you've really enjoyed day 6 of the Urban Sketching at Home 7-day challenge. And yeah, please join me tomorrow for the final day. I'm really looking forward to it. So thanks for sticking around all week with these challenges, guys. I can't wait to see what you guys have been doing. So please do tag me over on Instagram at Urban Sketching World, and I'd love to take a look. Alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.